The example of something which is spiritually contaminated is the animal which is not sacrificed for God. The name of God is not mentioned over it. Some people, they come to me, they say, what's wrong with having a sheep, let's say, a cow, being slaughtered the opposite direction of Qibla, not towards Mecca, the opposite direction, towards Paris or Las Vegas, for instance. What's the problem with an animal when we sacrifice it, we don't mention the name of God? What's wrong? What does it make any difference? Yes, it does. It does. Does make a big difference. But the difference, you cannot see it under the microscope. It's not physical, it is spiritual. It is spiritual. When you sacrifice the animal in the name of God, it means God has blessed this animal, protected it. It is not going to contaminate you. Because we believe that the food is not only physically nourishing you. It's not only a physical, material nourishment. It is also spiritual nourishment. And this is why God says in this book that if you eat something unlawful, it goes inside you, it is going to cut you off from your Lord. You're going to have problem in communicating with your Lord. Because something bad is inside you. It has bad radiations. Keeps you away from God. This is why God says to the prophets, Ya ayyuha rasul, listen to the Quran. Ya ayyuha rasul, kulu min at-tayyibat wa'malu salihan. O my messengers, first eat lawful so you can do good. What does that mean? It means if you eat unlawful, can you do good or not? You cannot do good. This is the formula. When you do the first part, you eat lawful, you put in your stomach lawful food, it's not stolen, it does not belong to others, you are not usurping the money of the orphans or others, it is halal, 100% pure, then you're going to get the opportunity to do good. But if you fill your stomach with haram, unlawful stuff, you would never be able to communicate with God. This food is going to cut you off from God. And this is why you see people in the community, some of them are highly successful in worshiping God. They have no problem. For them it's very easy. They go to the mosque, they pray, they recite the Quran. For others, maybe next door, they live next door, they cannot do these things. So someone would say, what's the difference between this person and this person? What's the difference between this family and this family? One of them, they love religion, they do good, they produce good. The others, they are next door, not next country or another state, in the same street, same neighborhood, but they don't do good. And sometimes in your families, look at your own families. Each and every one of us, in our own families, we have some group who are highly religious, committed to God, to faith, to justice, to righteousness, and their cousins or their siblings or their sisters or their brothers, they don't do all these things. They are away from God. They don't believe in God. What's the difference between them? When you investigate, you find one of them kept himself away from haram, no haram into his system. No unlawful into his system. And the other one does not care. Doesn't care. And he makes fun of this. When you tell him this meat is not, he makes fun. He tells you, you are in the 21st century, you are still saying this is halal and this is, eat! Just enjoy it. Enjoy the food and eat. No, you are not going to enjoy it. You have to pay the price later.